morning. It is Friday, the 27th of March. I have to work today at 5:30. I got my uniforms pressed, ready to go, and then I'll leave here probably about 4:30, maybe 4. Well, Ryan's gonna drop me off, so 4:45. There won't be any traffic, of course, but I like getting there early. That way I can clock in, kind of feel what's happening at the airport, find my position, what I'm gonna be doing, etc., etc. So yeah, we're gonna get this day started. I kind of feel like up until it's time for me to go to work, I'm not gonna be doing a whole lot. So today is Friday, which is actually my Tuesday. Ooh, actually, no, it's my Wednesday because I was supposed to work Wednesday, but I had that day covered because I thought Ryan was gonna have surgery. So I only have today, tomorrow, and Sunday, and then I'm off for 2 more days. So that's good. It should be a chill, smooth day. Last night when I was looking at our flights for today, it showed that like the first 6 flights of our day were canceled. So those are called our originators. So most of our originators were canceled this morning, and that's just to kind of lighten the flight load. That's just to thin out our day because they're certainly not full flights. So right now we're at about 1,500 flights a day. So they're doing that to most stations, especially the mid-range stations, which is what we're considered. We're not considered a mega station because we have less than 100 flights a day. So they are doing some thinning of the herd on our flight schedules. So yeah, aside from the originators, I don't know what else is canceled for today, but that's another thing that I do as soon as I get to work is kind of look at what flights have been canceled or suspended, and then kind of adjust there to see what my evening's gonna look like, what flights I need to work at what gates. So yeah, so I'll see you on my way to work. So we are headed to drop me off at work today. Ryan is dropping me off because, so they're doing this thing at the employee lot with the shuttle of not allowing more than 9 people on at a time. So number 10 would be the bus driver. So I feel like whenever I go to work normally and I drive, at this time, there's like a shift change with a whole bunch of TSA agents. So I've heard that people are having to wait for 2 or 3 shuttles in order to get on because there's just so many people coming and going to the airport. So the other option is to walk, and it is super humid. I'm not above walking, but my car says that it's 90 degrees outside.
And it's probably 90% humidity.
Yeah, it's super humid, and I don't feel like being a sweaty mess going to work. Leaving work, I don't mind. It's nice to kind of walk, chill, and decompress from the day. But so Ryan's gonna drop me off, which is nice. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm also doing gardening work.
Yeah, he is. He was a sweaty mess, but we'll see how this day is. I'm sure it won't be much different than it was yesterday, but you'll get to see.
Crazy part is it's Friday, so
yeah, and there's some cars on the road.
Busy. Yeah.
But not what a normal Friday would be.
Nope. We'd be bumper to bumper right now.
Yeah. Okay, so I just got to the airport and checked my schedule for today. They have me kind of bouncing all over. So I'm doing 2 hours in the bag office down in baggage claim. And then after those 2 hours, I go back up to the ticketing counter. I work the ticketing counter for about an hour. And then after that, I go to the back and work 2 gates pretty much for the rest of the night because they have me coming back up to the front for the last hour. But by then, everyone will be checked in, boarded up. So, but this is passenger pickup. And there is no one down here. So tells you that there's not a whole lot of inbounds or outbounds today. On my way in, I talked to one of my coworkers who was leaving, and she was actually down in the baggage office all day. And because most stations, I think, canceled a lot of their originating flights this morning, she said they went about 4 hours without a single incoming flight, so they had no bags to work with. So I haven't checked yet what our inbound loads look like. But even, if we do have inbound flights, the passenger count is so low, we'll have little to no bags coming through the baggage office. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. Just finished my 2 hours in bags. I helped one person. The entire 2 hours, one person came into the office. We did have about 5 flights land within those 2 hours, but each flight had like 4, 5 bags on it, so no one needed our help. So now I'm gonna head upstairs and do my hour at the ticket counter before I head back to the gates. So I just boarded up my first Denver flight of the night. I have another Denver flight after this one in about 2 hours. This one had 14 people on it, which is actually more than I've had all night. My operations agent just told me that there's going to be an inbound crew member trying to commute home to Denver on this flight. So I'm just waiting on that inbound flight to gate so I can get him listed and on his way. So I've done my 2 hours in bags, I did an hour up front, and now I am going to actually finish out the night here at the gates. I have this Denver flight, then I have a Dallas flight, and then the last Denver flight departing at 11 o'clock. Okay, so we are boarding up Denver right now. We have 3 passengers on board, and 2 of them are crew members who are deadheading home. So we only have actually 1 revenue passenger on board tonight. But it's the last one, so since I'm working this last one, I have to make sure I wait for it to board up, doors closed, push back, and wheels off of the ground before I can go. Which is fine. I mean, we should be wheels off the ground less than 20 minutes, I think. So I should be clocked out by 11 o'clock. So, I mean, it was a super smooth day. However, it was just such a long day. Like, time goes by so slow when it's this slow. I wish it was busy for the sole purpose of the company. I wish it was busy because, I wish it was busy because it would make time go by so much faster. I miss those days, actually. Sorry, I'm closing my flight out right now because everyone is on board. All right, so flight's officially closed. It should be pushing back here any second. And as soon as those bills are off, I'm out of here.
Is taking protective measures to ensure your health and safety during your time here in the terminal. Please help us by doing your part. Wash your hands often and cover coughs and sneezes.
Wash your hands often.
Thank you.
So wheels should be up in about 20 minutes. So I am ready to go home, eat, get in bed, and do nothing.
The next day.
All right, so it is just a little bit after 4:30. I am heading into work. Once again, I'm getting my coffee ready because I need me some coffee to survive this day. Not because it's hard or anything, just because it's gonna be slow, so I gotta keep myself caffeinated. But yeah, so I'm gonna head out to work now, get to the employee lot, get on the shuttle, and head up to work. They are limiting the number of people allowed on the shuttle at one time to keep it under 10 people to assist in social distancing. But with as tight as those shuttles are, I'm kind of hoping there's less than 10 people on there because I really don't feel like walking up to the terminal. I don't mind walking at the end of the night, but before the shift and it's a little bit warm outside, I don't want to be a sweaty mess. But it is the next day. Let's go to work. Alright guys, so it is currently 8:09 in the evening and my next flight is to Denver at 9 o'clock. So I have 15 people on it, but only 7 of them are checked in. And if they're not checked in by now, I mean, there's a possibility they'll check in up front, but I mean, 9 times out of 10 they would have already checked in. So probably I'm gonna have 7 people on that plane. There's currently 5 people in my boarding area. All the restaurants are closed. I do see like Book People is open, so if you wanted to get like a snack or a bottle of water or something, they're open. But all of the bars are closed. All of the restaurants are closed. Luckily, we have a Briggo robot coffee in this airport, so if I needed to get coffee, at least I can do that. For the past week, it was shut down because of, I guess, people touching the screen and stuff, but it's back open, which is cool, because I probably will need some more coffee because I still have 3.5 hours left. So I have this Denver flight, and then I have another flight, but I don't know where it goes. Let me see. I have a Dallas flight that has 3 people on it. So, yeah, that's what's going on tonight. So, back behind me, I can see it on the tarmac, and there's like 15 United planes parked out there right now. But yeah, that's what's going on right now. All right, so I have 2 hours left of the shift, and I have helped 3 people. 3. But we have been keeping ourselves entertained by playing cards. If I'm not mistaken, someone is in there jumping rope right now. I'm not sure. Oddly though, of the people who have been flying, there's been a lot of pets traveling today. Both emotional support animals and actual like pet in the cabin paying for their pet to travel. So also our New Orleans quarantine started today, so we've had law enforcement signing people up for their self-quarantine when they arrive in Austin from the city of New Orleans, and we're also doing it for anyone flying in from New York or Connecticut as well. So we'll have about 2 hours left of the shift, and then it's go home time. All right, so this night is done. So it is super empty and super quiet in this airport, which it's Saturday. We always have a shorter schedule on Saturday, but even from inbound flights right now, it's just super quiet and eerie. No one at all. But I'm just waiting for this last flight to be wheels up and I get to go home. I'm hungry. I'm ready to grab some food and just chill. Ryan's at home waiting for me. Actually, he's gonna come pick me up because he took the car from the airport today. So yeah, as soon as this plane is airborne, I'm out. All right, guys, that is going to do it. I am done. Thank you so much for watching. If you are new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you are not new here, thank you so much for coming back. Don't forget to turn on your notifications so you can be notified of every time we put out a new video.